Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sunday evening, January 9th, 2022. It is Goal Getter team time. We are going to respect everyone's clock and get in and out of here on time so that you can go back to your evening. We have a lineup tonight. I'm going to screen share, hopefully, and get the, do we see this? Do we see my slide?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yay. Okay. My part in this tonight, you'll be happy to hear, is very, very short. As you can see, the pictures on the bottom is everything that we have on sale this month, which you'll hear more about from Joe. But I just want to show you the lineup tonight in no apparent order other than Sharon's going to be going first. From Laurel, we're going to hear about bookings. Jen Triquet is going to teach us about a Pampered Chef football pool. Sharon's going to be speaking on the next big thing that's coming, if you haven't already heard about it. Director Joe Friedman's going to speak to us about guest specials, recruiting, what's going on this month with the fast track changes and what's on sale and the consultant incentive. And then Director Lori Adams will be on to cover all things incentive trips. I just want to give you my one tip for tonight, which I'm all about the fun. I hope you guys know that by now about me. But freshening up engagement posts with fun questions is really how I get out of my own boredom. And I found some really cute ones that I'll share on the team page, but some of these are super fun. And I think that when we have the same old, oh, pick your spirit animal kind of thing, you know, people get bored with those too. But I thought the one that said, what would you ask if you knew the answer was yes? How many people would ask for money? Right? But I bet you in today's day and age, there'd be a lot of interesting questions. And this one over here, when the day after tomorrow, that red one, I don't know the answer. So if anybody finds the answer, you let me know. Okay, so let me stop my screen share. So I'm going to be having Sharon go first. If you did not get the teaser on the Goal Getter page and you have not been on Sharon's lives because we kind of got all jumbled, she's going to speak to you about something that's going to increase bookings and recruit new recruits in all of our teams. And Sharon gets full credit for this because she was networking with other nationals and she pulled her executives together at the last minute. She took me kicking and screaming because I'm a pain in the neck. But she organized it with me, Jenny, Gina, and Amy. And I'm going to give her the floor for 5 minutes.
Hey guys. Okay, so I'm not going to take credit for this because I haven't had an original idea in 25 years. I just surround myself with really smart people because it makes you look really good. So yeah, I have some national friends who tried this in the fall and then shared what it was and why they're doing it this month in January. So with all of the incentives that Lisa just screen shared, there are products on sale. We have an amazing kit for $25. We have the opportunity for hosts to earn double free. How do we maximize all of that? So the geniuses of the world came up with this Winter Wonderland. Ours is going to be called a Winter Wonderland. Some are doing Winter Fest. Doesn't matter what the name is. Bottom line is we're going to invite all of our customers to a no-buy event. It's like a customer appreciation. Years ago, we used to do no-buy parties. We would invite people over to our homes. We'd have a ton of products set up. They weren't able to buy anything, just fall in love with stuff and then book shows with us. That was the moral of the story if you were looking for bookings. So this works in a similar fashion. So I have a bunch of scripts that just posted on the Zellen organization, or Lisa can give you some, pick and choose whatever you like, but I gave you some ideas. So you're going to join this group that I set up last night. And then you are going to invite every single customer that you have. You can go post in your old parties. You can use a customer connection email. If you use Project Broadcast, send out, you know, a campaign for this. Whatever it is, you want to invite every single customer that you have. And the way you're going to market is something similar like this. Hi, Allison. I'm really excited to invite you to our first ever Winter Wonderland. Our organization put together this no-buy party where there will not be a shopping link. All we're going to do for a few days is show you cooking demonstrations, share lots of recipes, and give away over $1,000 and more in products. So I hope you join the group to have some fun, hopefully win some great products, learn some new recipes. It's just a way of saying thank you for supporting our business. This, you know, for supporting our business forever, how long, whatever I said, I don't know. But you'll see the scripts for that. So they're going to join, and every day starting on Tuesday, you'll have tomorrow and tomorrow night to load them, and, you know, Tuesday, but starting on Tuesday, every day we'll have a live cooking demonstration. Every day we'll have a live Flex Plus demonstration. Why? Because that's part of the $12.50 for new consultants when they sign on. So we want to wow them with this Flex Plus and say to them, oh my gosh, you want the Flex Plus? Don't spend $329. Join my team for $25 and you'll get it for free along with everything else you get. So every day we'll have a live cooking demonstration. We'll have a Flex Plus demonstration. Every day we're going to do some engaging posts. Every day we're going to have some recipes, in graphics. Every day we're going to do 2 giveaways and some like gift cards, giveaway products. And we're also going to do gift cards. That will go on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They don't know this, but I'm telling you, it's going to be about recruiting. We're going to have some amazing gifts that on Friday morning, if you decide to join our team, and when I say our team, it's all of your customers. So any of your customers that you invite that decide to sign on by Friday night at midnight, they're going to get, and I'm just picking one because I can't remember which day is what, the whole stoneware starter set. Anyone that signs on by Friday night at midnight has a chance to win the stoneware starter set. Anyone that signs on by midnight on Saturday can get the Rock Dutch oven. Anyone that signs on by Sunday can get the steam pan, the nonstick saute pan and steam pan, a $245 product.
Well, it's not that they can get it, they're being entered to win it.
Enter into a drawing to win it. So the idea is that people are going to hear all these testimonials from consultants and why they love what they do. They're going to see all of these posts about the Flex Plus. Then they're going to see all these recruiting little tidbits and they're going to be like, you know what, for $25, maybe I will try it. So my friend Love, who did this in the fall, they signed 160 new recruits in this event, theirs, and they got over 300 bookings for all of their consultants. So it's a very simple thing. Your executives are doing all the giveaways. We're paying for all the giveaways. We are posting we're doing all of the live demonstrations, except I am going to ask you, and maybe you can get back to Lisa and she can let me know, or you can message me. I'm looking for 2 more people who are comfortable with the Flex, who would be interested in doing like a 5-minute Flex demonstration, whether it's to show that it's an immersion blender, or you like to use it to chop something with the processor part, or you want to use the hand mixer or talk about it for 5 minutes. So I'm looking for 2 people that are interested in doing a Flex Plus demonstration and 2 people who are comfortable doing a cooking demonstration. You can make whatever recipe you want to make. Like I'm going to go one day and do a pizza. Lisa's going to go one day and do whatever she wants to do, like a 5 to 8 minute cooking demonstration. So if you're interested in doing that one day or night, whatever time or day works for you, just message me because I'm missing just a couple of spots. So I expect this to have great results, bookings for you guys, because we're going to talk about how, we're going to show like all of the electrics, and we're going to say, if you were to book a show, which one of these products, would you want to get for free or 60% off? Some of these posts are getting 600 comments in my friends' parties. So you're going to look for the people that you invited, because they're going to tag you. We told them comment below and tag the consultant that invited you. So you're going to look and how many people tagged you, and you're going to message them and say, hey, Joe, I saw you were interested in the Flex Plus. Do you know you can get it this month at 60% off or for free? In addition, we're going to have some booking posts that are going to be like, if you book a show for January or February, you're going to be in a drawing for a 10-inch stainless steel skillet. So people will book for the opportunity to earn big ticket items. So with all the giveaways that we're doing and all these engaging posts, there's going to be a lot of interest in having a party and joining your team. But how does it work for you? You just have to bring them. You invite them and get them there. We will do the rest for you. We can't invite your customers and your friends and family. That's the only thing, guys, you have to do. So I put up a video tonight in the Zellen organization on how to send out a customer connection email. So if you've never done one, don't be embarrassed. I have a short video there that Jenny shared with me. So you can send out a customer connection email. go back into your old parties, post one of the invitations with the link to join the group. I wouldn't do your current parties because I would feel bad for the current host, but I would go and invite all your old parties, send out the customer connection email. All of their parties that you've done, you now have the hosts because you're friends with them in your Facebook Messenger. Go ahead and send a personal invitation to all your old hosts. If you use the project broadcast, send out a campaign for that. But get us your peeps and we will get you bookings and recruit leads. That's the only thing we can't do is invite your customers, friends, and family. Does this make sense to you guys?
Whenever
I know
you
it's a
tell
lot.
someone, whenever you tell someone you can't buy anything,
So, we don't want them to feel like they're being invited to a regular Pampered Chef party. That's why in the reach out, we said it's a no buy event. There is no shopping link. It's just an appreciation. People love to watch cooking demos. They love to win prizes. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on. But I know this was all thrown at me in a 90-minute call. And I was like, whoa. And I just spewed this all on you in 7 minutes. So if you have any questions, no question is silly. Does it make
I have
sense?
one.
Go
I have a
ahead.
question.
Okay, so here's my question. So you know how we get notifications for everything? So how are we gonna, if we have 6,000 people in this party and everyone's commenting, how do we know just about, how are we gonna just weed out our customers?
So you're not going to go look in that, Lisa, until after it's over or you get tagged. So you're
Okay.
going to get it. The post says, comment below and tag your consultant. Are they all
Okay.
going to listen? No. Another thing we're going to have in there is a Google drawing slip that asks them
Excuse
all
me.
good questions, and it will be sorted by director. So after this is over, we'll post that Google form on the director page, and then you'll be able to see anyone that commented that was your customer or anyone on your team, and then you could share it with your team, and then you'll be able to follow up with those people that way.
Okay.
But you'll be able to go into those posts and you'll be able to see if you were tagged. I know if there's 800 people, God willing, that commented on, some of the posts, you're hoping that they tagged you, but then we also have the backup with the Google form.
and also
Okay,
Sharon,
thank
can we add a blurb like, for an extra entry? If you private message your consultant before they reach out to you for the booking date or what have you, maybe we can encourage something that they'll private message them.
Yeah, we could certainly try. We could talk about that tomorrow for sure.
Or each consultant can put that in their email.
Well, also, I'm going to tell you that one of the invitations that you'll see in the Zellen organization, I got this from a friend, says, if you join the group, please let me know so I make sure you're on the giveaway list. That's like a little,
Perfect.
so this way you can keep a list of all of your customers that join. Now, someone like me, I don't want to know that because I have 11,000 contacts. I don't want 8,000 people messaging me and saying, I'm joining, my head will fall off. But for someone that has a normal amount of customers like you guys, you would want to know who's joining because then you have a great follow-up list. So if you choose that script, go ahead and then you'll know who of your customers are joining. That's totally up to you. Lisa Harris, I know you have a question too.
And then after Lisa's question, we're going to move on and you can post your questions on the org group because we have to stay on track.
Go ahead, Lisa Harris.
I don't know if I missed it or not, but are they going to be entered to win a prize just for attending the party
No.
as well, or just if
Nope.
they sign up?
No.
Okay.
There's going to be every day, there are 2 engaging posts that says, if you comment below, you'll get 25 tickets into our participation prize. Every day, my assistant on the morning of the next day. So Tuesday's the first day with the engaging post, and 2 prizes and 2 happy mails are going to go. The prizes are Pampered Chef products around $25 to $30. And then I'm also going to do some gift cards like Starbucks gift cards and stuff. So the first day is Tuesday. Wednesday morning, my assistant will choose 4 winners, 2 to get Starbucks gift cards, 2 to get Pampered Chef products. So they have to do something, Lisa, they have to win something in an engaging post or, surprise and delight post. You'll see it, but we can't possibly give 4,000 people prizes just for joining.
No, I didn't mean not everybody. I meant like what you're saying, if they were going to be entered into a raffle. Okay.
Every day we'll have 2 drawings and some Happy Mail, we'll call it.
All
that
right,
are
great.
like
Okay.
little gift cards, and Nicole will give us the winner. She's gonna pick it from the insights and, scroll through that way to see who commented the most or whatever.
That
So
sounds
yeah,
fun. All
every
right.
day we'll have a chance to win. Yep,
Great.
multiple winners.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so I'm gonna let you guys move on. Any questions, you can tag me in the Zellen organization with the scripts that I posted, but go check them out. Invite the world, guys, and we will help you fill your calendar and get you team members. You could be a consultant right now with 0 people on your team. And with this opportunity and a $25 kit, you can be promoting on February 1. This could be amazing. Okay? Have a great rest of your meeting. I'll see you guys soon.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
popping in, Sharon.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
I had asked Sharon to do that for me because Becca was in from Connecticut this weekend and I didn't do all my studying for the program. So I wanted her to explain it in its fullest. But, we're kind of just working out the kinks as we go along too, but this is costing no one a red cent. This will only benefit us in the way of bookings and new consultants. And again, to be entered to win prizes, they have to just comment on the interactive posts. It's not really like if Sue was saying, oh, okay, I'll join the group. If Sue joined the group and she never said a word in any post, anything, behind the scenes, Sue's not getting anything. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pick the customers that are actively participating in the posts. Okay, let's move on.
Nicole's gonna need a raise.
Now, what I don't want this to do is to think that, oh, I'm going to sit back because next week all the bookings I need for the month are going to come flowing in from this. I want this to be extra. I want this to be fluff because we know that every single person that we invite to any type of party doesn't always see the notification, nor will they be interested to accept it or answer us on the spot. We know that a no is a no when it's given to us, not when the message is read but not responded to. That's not a no. So don't look at, like, oh, I just invited my whole customer list to this event, so now I can't do booking reach outs. We're going to clear your mind of that. And we're going to move on to Laurel for a moment because she's going to talk about bookings and a consistent schedule. And you have to forget that you're inviting these people to this event because we're not asking them to buy anything. And we're not asking them to book. They're invited to book to win that certain prize for that day. And we're literally giving out, the 5 of us giving out about $1,000 worth of products. So don't worry about all that stuff that Sharon explained. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move on to Director Laurel Walsh. And Laurel was kind enough to put together a 10-minute lesson for all of us on bookings and filling the calendar, front loading our month. And I'm going to have to sadly set the timer for 10 minutes to stay on track. So when the timer goes off, I have to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, girlfriend, you go.
All right. First, just did everybody congratulate our friend Sue Signer? She got engaged. So if you didn't have a chance to
We saw the
congratulate,
headlight.
I'm so thrilled for her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just wanted to talk about filling your calendar from the beginning of the month, because I'm noticing sometimes with my team, they're taking parties where they can get them almost out of, I don't know, extreme desperation or gratitude that somebody's saying yes. And what I'm trying to work with them on is intentionally filling your calendar when you want it. And we should want our calendars filled right from the start of the month for a couple of reasons. First of all, when we have success at the beginning of the month, you want to get those sales in at the beginning of the month so that you get paid in the first check of the month. Because I don't know about you, but I like having 2 nice commission checks in a month, not just one, and not waiting for the 22nd. I'm greedy. I want to get paid twice. I'm not greedy. I need it to pay my bills, but, and if I set up my parties, I'm constantly looking for people to set up a party that'll begin around the 1st of the month, even if I started on the 29th of the previous month and shimmy the date a little bit or whatever it may be. But this way, by the 15th, hopefully I have at least half of my goal in for the month, if not more. This month I'm working on more. And another bonus point of that is, it's like positive reinforcement for yourself. If you have these successful parties at the start of the month, it's going to make you want more. Now, I get most of my bookings through parties, And another way, another reason the beginning of the month benefits you, especially in a month like January, where we have double rewards, where we have, up until the 15th, they get the brownie bite pan. I had people who attended a party last week who wanted to book and wanted it to start immediately so they could get the brownie bite pan. So I've had like 8 parties since the first of the month. If I had waited for the middle of the month to book my parties, I could have lost out on all those people. And you don't want to leave parties lying on the table. You also don't want people to feel like, I don't want this to come out wrong, but like they're doing you a favor. We're providing them an opportunity. I have a host right now who is up to $680 in free product in her party. I didn't do her a favor. She didn't do me a favor. I'm very happy she hosted with me. She's wonderful. But I feel like I provided her the opportunity to fill her kitchen. I mean, she can basically redo her kitchen with Pampered Chef. So I think a lot of times, especially when we're in a booking drought, we're so excited to get that one booking that we kind of just say yes to whatever they offer. I don't usually ask my potential hosts, when did you want to hold the party? I tell them when I want them to hold it. And I give them 2 dates, usually as close as possible within the same month, unless my month is totally filled. And my month is never totally filled. I can always squeeze another party into it. If they tell me January is not really good for me, that's okay. Okay, how about February? February is a great month to host. And I'll give them some reasons. We all know every month is a great month to host. But I just don't give them a big wide open calendar. I give them specific dates, because when you give people specific dates, a lot of times they will pick one of them because that's what you have available. They have no idea that you have nothing else on your calendar this month and they're going to be your saving grace to be active for the month. As far as they know, you're making room for them. And a lot of times I'll tell them that I can squeeze you in. I can squeeze another party into that week, because if there's a sense of urgency, we all want something that everybody else has. And if we make it seem like, you know what, I'm really fully booked, but for you, I'll open a spot, they're going to want that spot. So a lot of it is just convincing ourselves of what needs to be done. The other thing that I mostly do is like I said, I book my parties from within parties because I don't like doing reach outs. I would rather talk with a party guest. I would rather rebook an old host. I've got a host in one of my parties now who's a guest, and she said, you know what? I'm feeling like it's about time for me to have another party. Okay. You had your last one only about 6 months ago, but I'm okay with that. I would rather have those easier conversations than have to look at my friends list and go back to Christine, who lives in Florida, who I went to high school with and haven't seen since 1982, and start up a conversation to get her to maybe book a party with me. I would rather talk to Jennifer, who was in my party last week, and thank her for buying. Let me tell you guys, that stuff that's on sale, that I forget who's talking about it, if it's Joe, I am selling more of those enamel cast iron covered skillets. Holy cow. But anyway, I would rather get that girl to book a party than have to go to Christine that I went to high school with. So do yourself a favor and partner with your host. Make a big deal about the 3-party booking bonus because they want that $50. Okay, they want it. Talk about it and let them do the work. Yes, I put posts. And when somebody books, I'll put, thank you, Maureen, for booking the first party in Lisa's Pampered Chef party. When Lisa gets 2, she's going to get a great perk at your party. And when she gets 2 more bookings, Pampered Chef is going to give her $50. Now, everybody knows 3 parties is going to get them $50. My host wants $50. she's going to do, in a lot of cases, the work for me. Make your life easier. Book early in the month. Use your host, use your guests to get your bookings, and you won't have to reach out to your high school friends and your family for the umpteenth time. I do have some scripts. I will put them. Lisa, do you want them in the chat, or where do you want them?
If you can throw one or two in the chat,
Okay.
even while the meeting is progressing.
Yep.
So that,
I'll put
you
a
know,
couple, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. I didn't create them. I like to work smarter. If I've learned one thing in 4 years with Pampered Chef, work smarter. And all of my scripts, I think all of them come from Lisa Noto and Jenny Gillen, because nobody's better than the two of them. So I've got all of their reach out scripts and overcoming objections in my boards app. And honestly, I copy, I paste, I send. I may tweak it to make it a little bit more personal, but the gist of it, the wording is theirs. And I'll put it in the chat. But trust me, it's all in the files and goal getters. So if you ever don't have it, copy it down, put it someplace where you can just copy paste so that you have it at your fingertips and make your life easier, and book the parties for the beginning of the month. So when the 15th comes, the rest of your month is gravy, because that has saved me the last 2 months. I had, Lisa knows, I had a scare a few months ago as far as my director team goes. And it shocked me back into best practices. And now I book the beginning of that month because I want to go in before the month is anywhere near over. So if I need to do something creative or, a Hail Mary at the end of the month, I have time. And that's, I think, all I have to say.
thank you so much. And I want to add a couple of points to what Laurel said. When she says to someone, I can squeeze you in that week, there is no truer statement than what she said when we mentioned that people want what they think everybody else has. When I did my cooking parties, we would literally fill in fake hosts, all, because if somebody's looking over your shoulder at a calendar and they see so much white, they're going blind, that's not really the consultant you want to book with. But if you filled it up with all kinds of writing and highlighting and things, it's going to look like you're, in great shape with your bookings. So obviously an online party doesn't see this, but like, let me just, get back to you in 15 minutes. Let me see where I could possibly put you. They don't know we're lying. And I've even resorted to saying something like, you know what, I normally wouldn't be able to get you in for 3 weeks, but I just had a host go into premature labor with her baby. And so now I have to move her. I don't know how many people I've made procreate children in the online world, but stuff like that. The party guests that Laurel was talking about, of course, we're in the moment. But I have a strategy where when I think about it, when I remember to do it, I'll say, you could even go live, and it doesn't even have to be your face. It could be your cooking dinner and aiming it and saying, hey guys, it's Laurel from Pampered Chef. I just wanted to pop into Kathy's party because we still need some party bookers, because I am on a streak where every single host that I held an online party with in the last 3 months, I have been able to help them earn this $50 gift card. And I don't want Susie to be the first one that doesn't earn it in my lineup. Act like, oh, I don't want this to be the party where it doesn't happen. So by saying things, and I know some of you are like, well, that's not true. I'm not comfortable lying. It's not really lying. It's just baiting the hook, in my opinion. So when you have the partnership of the host, which we know not every host will work with us, and we have the rapport with the guests, I'm going to be posting something on Goal Getters that Lisa Harris, I begged Lisa Harris to go live in here tonight, but she was uncomfortable. I'm calling her out on it because she comes up with so many great ideas. And she got me something from another party, which we tweaked together yesterday to use it to get guests to private message us, which will help start the conversation also. And I'll save that for the Goal Getter. But if you guys want Lisa Harris to perform at a future meeting, please blast her on Goal Getters. Okay, I'm going to move on to Jen Kay because she's so tiny now on the screen after losing 100 pounds. I don't even see her anymore. I'm going to ask Jen Kay, and she's obliging us because she was at her niece's birthday party. And now she's in the car. I know she's not driving because that would be too much talent. She is going to be speaking to us about Pampered Chef football pools. And she does this year after year after year with great success. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes on the clock, girl.
All right. Are you able to share the document that I shared with you?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Let's see
thank
what
you.
happens. Okay, so let me see if I can go into. I didn't download it, so
It's okay. You just have to click on the link and you should be able to like just pull it up.
okay, let's see. Oh, that's my daughter.
So, sorry, everyone. I got unsuspectingly pulled into a little girl's birthday party tonight.
Well,
My
hopefully,
girl does not want to leave when
You knew-
she's with her
I was
cousin.
going to say, it's not any little girl's party. You knew her. No, I'm kidding.
I know, it's her
All right.
BFF. So
Can you see
I just
that?
want to share this with you.
Can you
And
guys
I've had really good success so far this year. So I'm really excited about this because usually it takes a long time to share, to sell these boxes.
Can you see
But
this? Did
I'm
I
not
share
sure
it
if
right?
anybody's familiar with a Super Bowl pool, but the essence is you're basically selling chances to win a prize. And this is not condoned by Pampered Chef proper. So but you have to do this on your own volition. This is not something that Pampered Chef will ever acknowledge. But I will tell you that if you sell 100 boxes at $10 a piece, that's a $1,000 show for February. So let's just start off with that. Okay. So how I do this is I typically have 100 boxes that I built in a Excel spreadsheet, or in this instance, I built it in whatever docs in
Google.
the drive, so that you can like edit it on the fly. So I basically number 100 boxes. It's 10 squares by 10 squares wide and deep. And then you sell each one of them for $10. And now the way that I did my prizes is that somebody eventually is going to win $150 for the score of the first and third quarters. I edited mine. In the past, it was 125 for the first and third quarters and 100 and 250 for the half time, but I wanted to just edit it so that everybody had free shipping. So I made $150 for the first and third quarter winners, $200 for the halftime winner, and $500 for the final score winner. Now, if you guys don't know anything about what I'm talking about right now, some people may not understand about what football pools are all about. Basically, people are just putting in $10 with a chance of winning. Now, once you fill all of your boxes up, right? So you've numbered everything 1 to 100. The purple along the edges, you may see I've noted AFC and NFC along the blue edges. So like whatever team ends up being the AFC winner and the NFC winner, those will be the names that are filled in the blue boxes. But either paradise or playing cards numbered 0 to 9, 0 to 9, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 0 to 9. And I will take the playing cards and I will have my daughter or somebody random live on camera. So doesn't look like it's fixed picking numbers for people's boxes. Yeah, Jackie, you hear her. I'll grab my numbers 0 to 9 and I'll have her pick all the way down the line. And I'll say, I'm going to start with the AFC side and I'm going to start in the top left corner and we're going to work our way down. And we put a number in the box and that ends up being the last number of the score. So say, for instance, the AFC team, whoever that may be, has a 27. And the NFC team has a 36. You're only using the last number of their score. So 7 and 6 will be the coordinates of like whatever the grid number is that you're taking on the box. So say, for instance, Elizabeth Blue Sheep and number 46 had AFC 6 and NFC 7. She would have been the winner of that box. So if you guys don't understand how a Super Bowl box works, I'm happy to kind of sidebar that with you. But like the majority of this is selling 100 boxes, and that's really on you as a Pampered Chef consultant you have to make sure that you sell those 100 boxes or else it doesn't work out. I suppose you can have a backup plan where you sell them at half price if you're struggling, but you also have to make sure that people know that the prizes won't be as much either at that point if you're selling them at half price. So you just want to make sure you try and sell 100 boxes at $10 a piece, gives you $1,000 show for February. And people are generally excited. My winners last year won $650 for the final score because they won the third quarter and the final score. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy to answer questions. I know I kind of blasted through this, but does anybody have questions about how a Super Bowl pool works?
You can also ask your husbands.
Yeah, you can
where do
ask
you
your
get-
husband for
I
sure.
have a question. Where do you get the money for the prizes?
So people are buying the boxes, right? So
Yeah.
they're spending $10 each on a chance at winning the prizes that you're offering, right?
Yeah.
So you're basically raising $1,000 and you are spreading that out within the like you're spending that on the prizes.
Got it. Got it.
And
So
you're
you
entering it
choose
as a
what to give
party.
them?
You're entering it as a party. However, the prizes that you're like, I'm putting these people in as guests in as the party. And then, so I do the 4 quarters, but I also then throw in a surprise drawing for the host of the party to give them the host benefit. Like I try and give as many people the benefits of the party as possible.
What do you
And then
choose for the items that they get?
They get to choose.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so like they get pretty much $150 credit to like shop. So I
Gotcha.
basically tell them they have to shop by the 21st or they forfeit their prize. So basically they have a week from the Super Bowl to shop. Because Pampered
I
Chef
see.
covers shipping over $150, the shipping is covered. All they have to do is cover the tax.
It's brilliant because you're not spending a dime of your own money.
Yeah, no, people are, and this works. I don't want to like drift too far, but I've done this several times in my group as like just an incentive to get things going. Like last month, I was having kind of a terrible sales month, and I did a raffle for $500 of Pampered Chef, my own personal inventory, right? So I offered 25 spots at $15 a piece, and people could Venmo me or whatever. And I sent somebody a $500 winner, $500 worth of Pampered Chef stuff. I mean, face value, of course, but like it ended up being a good party sale too, you know, like, and I know this is not condoned by Pampered Chef, so obviously take that with a grain of salt. Gambling is not condoned, but you can do it on your own terms if your peeps are all about.
Yes, this is something you don't want to post on your. This is not something you want to post on your timeline. You know, you don't want to post this on your
Yes.
timeline.
I posted it. So I create a private event for my Super Bowl pool, and I will occasionally post about it in my VIP group to like make sure that people know that it's happening. But after 5 years now, everybody is aware, like they're waiting for it at this point. Everybody's like, where's the boxes? We need the boxes. So
You could even
Very
post
exciting.
something on your timeline like,
and it's $1,000. Like,
yeah, I mean, you could post something on
you
your
want to win
timeline like,
$500 worth of free Pampered Chef?
if we posted something on our timeline like, which of my Facebook friends like knows and understands football pools and buys boxes every year? You don't have to say a word about Pampered Chef. So when they say, oh, I do,
Right.
you can private message them and say, I'm doing one Pampered Chef style. Would you like a link to my private group? But you don't want,
I was just at, like I just said, I was at my niece's birthday party, and like my 2 brother-in-laws were like, I want to. I don't even know what I'm buying. I want to. So it's pretty funny. Like the guys that are all interested in Pampered Chef or Super Bowl, they're all involved, you know? So
they just
it's
love to
pretty
gamble.
cool.
Does anybody have any questions for Jen? And if you don't understand football at all, like me, we can ask questions on another, more in-depth questions at another time. But does anybody have a quick question about this for her?
Lisa, I don't have a question. I just have just a concern. Like you said, it's not condoned by Pampered Chef. So really be careful where you post. I do this as well. I've done it for a few years, but I had somebody on my own team actually call me out on it. I didn't realize she was in my group, and she was not nice
No
in
way.
the slightest. So it was really kind of a kick in the face for me. I didn't think she had it in her, but she was not very nice at all. So just again, do it at your own risk, and just be careful who you promote it to, because you just need one bad apple.
And I always live by the expression, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Even if you got caught and Pampered Chef called, even if that happened, no one's getting fired.
Right.
No one's you get a little like, oh, honey, we're not allowed to do that. So don't worry about it. But you can have fun with this, and especially if you're one of those people that fully understands how this works, you can be very creative. But honestly, this works like a charm every year. Okay.
And thanks for sharing your prizes. I like your breakdown.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing for a second.
I swapped it out a little bit this year.
But thank you so much, because
I like your prize levels. It's good.
I made it so it worked out to our benefit, so we didn't have to pay anything out of pocket, which of course is the best for us, right?
So if you guys work outside the home and you want to do this on paper, you bring it to the office, the school, wherever you work, these are your friends, your comrades at work. You can show it there as well as.
I know Liz passes hers around at the office and says, yeah, she's got one going right now.
3 Christmas trees. She looks like that at 9 o'clock at night, and she's got it out on paper already. I can't.
I love her. This is my girl.
Okay, let me go back to my screen.
All right, I'm gonna tap
Get
off.
this off.
Hold on.
This off. Where were we now? I have Jolene up to bat. And let me just stop that for a second. I have Director Jolene Friedman from Texas. How come you don't have a twangy accent? She's going to speak to us about all things incentives. So take it away, and you've got 10 minutes on the timer.
I don't have a twangy accent because I'm from New York, living in Texas. Okay. So I need to be able to screen share. Can I do that?
Oh, yes. Let me give you permission.
Okay. So I'm going to talk about the incentives and everything there's a bunch of stuff going on.
Does making you the co-host allow you to screen share?
Apparently I can, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I never did that before.
I'm going to bring this up and see if I can do this. Okay. Can you guys see just the word incentives, or do you
Yes, we
see
can.
something that says like notes on the side?
Yes. I see the
You see
word.
something that's
Just
Okay,
incentives, and you're fancy, Joe.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I just got this all worked out today. So if I mess up. Okay, so today, yep, incentives. Right now, as we've been talking about, there's a bunch of sales going on. So check those out, post them in your parties. I had someone who just bought the Rapid Prep mandolin. That was very exciting. Good prices on those. And then we have the consultant incentive. If you sell $1,000 in sales, you get the, sorry, I got an echo. You get the tote bags. And then apparently you're going to get something in February too. I don't know what that is. Exciting. The guest incentive is the flexible cutting mats or the metal straws after they spend $80. And then the January horse rewards are $230. Oh, sorry, or double rewards after $650 in sales. So January should be fully booked because it's such a great deal. And I just put up there the usual, how it is normally. Now recruiting, there's a bunch of stuff. If they join in January, they can join for $25. They host a party and it goes above $300, they can join for free. Of course, there's the other kits they can choose also. And then after they submit, so if they join in January, they submit, or actually between January and March 31st, and they submit $12.50 in their first 30 days, they'll get the rapid prep, yeah, the rapid prep. Okay, I'm having a hard time saying it. The
Flex Plus.
Flex Plus. There we go. Which that's really exciting. Okay, so why should you join in January? So if you can get the whipped cream maker. If you sell $500 in 30 days, you sell $1,000 in January, you'll get your totes, of course. You sell $12.50 in the first 30 days, you'll get not only the baker, the enameled cast iron, but you'll also get the Flex Plus, like I said. And then sell $2,500 in 90 days, you'll get the beautiful pan. Sell $5,000 in your first 90 days and the beautiful knife set. And then, of course, if you promote, you'll get, there are cash prizes for both the consultant and the recruiter.
That is a crazy amount of stuff. When
I know.
when you see it all in one place like that,
I know, it's wild. All right, so between January 1st and May 31st, if you can recruit consultants, you're going to get these beautiful luggage sets. So it breaks down like this. You get, okay, so 3 new consultants, when they qualify in their first 30 days, you receive 1 little piece here. If you have 5 new consultants and they have to qualify the first 30 days, you'll get the 2 pieces. And then 7 new consultants between January and May 31st, you'll get the 3 pieces here. That's exciting.
and I'm going to stop you for a moment. What happens when you recruit 3 people who qualify? What else would the recruiter get besides the luggage?
Okay. There's so much information in my brain today. Okay, so 3 people who qualify besides your points.
Well, I'm saying, how many points would you get?
Oh, so right between now and the 15th, right? It'll be, so 3 people, depending on your rank, right? Or do you always get the same amount? So it'd be 9,000. So 18,000?
Well, 3,000
that right?
points per 3,000 points per qualified recruit. So if
Yep.
you recruited 3 people in this time frame specifically, not only would you get the luggage, but you'll get 9,000 points.
Yeah.
Plus you get 3 ticks on your excellence award tracker for recruiting.
And plus, if it's within the first 15 days, you'd get another 9,000, right? Because it's doubled, isn't it? Double points from the 1st to the 15th?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, that's for
No, it's
sales.
just sales.
Just
That's just
sales?
sales. Yeah, that's just sales.
Okay.
And then if you're not yet a director, this could very much push you into qualification period to promote to director, which is another windfall of money and prizes. So when Lori talks about incentive trips, my thought is always focus on the thing that excites you the most and watch all the other little pieces fall into place.
Agreed.
Is this your
So I think-
last slide or is there more?
That's it. I probably did it way too fast.
No, that's awesome. Does anybody have any questions for Joe?
Oops. Trying to get out of this. Here we go.
Now, back in the old days, and thank you, Joe, that was awesome. In the old days, we had recruiting albums. And what we did was when we brought them to a cooking show, it was like a loose leaf with clear, Maureen's going to remember this. I used to flip through this little book and they were clear sheet protectors. And I would literally, to the cooking show audience, put things in printouts in so you could literally see it as a visual. And maybe so I would speak about when they hosted a party, when you host this, this, and this, but when you, right, like Lisa Sesente is holding up. So if you don't currently have these printed out, and compiled in one place at your desk or at your workspace, just to keep it in front of you. I recommend that. Or if you can just tape it up in the area in which you work, your Pampered Chef business. Keeping it in front of us is a constant reminder, and seeing things all in one place. So Sue today was speaking to me about earning a trip. She wants to earn the trip for California. I don't know if she wants to make that her honeymoon, but when she's aiming for California and she's looking at all the different ways she can earn the points, chances are she's going to earn fabulous commission checks. She's going to earn excellence awards. She's going to earn luggage. She's going to earn all the other little things that trickle down as a result of working for that main goal of an incentive trip. But when we look at recruiting, and that's not for tonight, when we look at recruiting is not something we do to someone, it's something we do for someone. And the most basic way to think about it is someone invited us to join this business. Someone invited us. So what if they didn't invite us? Would we still be here? We may or may not. But when we invite someone to have dessert in our home, we are not worried if they're on a diet. We're not worried if they're diabetic. We're not worried about if they already ate. We're offering it and letting them just decide. So I'm going to be offering later in the month a startup class on recruiting and offering the opportunity, but it doesn't have to be this big, hairy, scary thing. Okay. And I just want to touch on one other point when Laurel was speaking about the brownie bite pan. We have the ability to offer any incentive we want, anytime we want. So if you wanted to say, guys, you know what, Pampered Chef was giving out that brownie bite pan from the 1st to the 15th, and because I wasn't able to get to you until the 16th of the month, I am going to extend this as my gift. You can extend any special from your own pocket, adding it onto the host cart, using their discount, then earning commission on top of it. That brownie bite pan is not going to cost you $27. You can use any product as right now, when people book with me the week of blankety blank, I'm adding this product, and let it be something that's enticing, a salad chopper, the brownie pan, not something that's $100, but when we're looking at a $20, $25 item as an extra giveaway on a $200 party, you're getting a 10% discount from the host. They get it at the party, not on their order. But when we're using the host discount and we're earning commission and we can write it off, like Sharon says a million times, if we had a booking store, how much would you pay for each booking? And it's worth it to offer an incentive if that's what gets you excited. So yes, do what Laurel said, work the front load the month. It's not too late, but don't feel like, oh, well, what's the use? I can't offer it anymore because it's too close to the 15th and the party won't close by then. Offer your own incentive if that's what got you hopping. Or if you're ever thinking about hosting, now's the time to do it.
I just wanted to say I had a guest on a party at the beginning of the month. It is the beginning of the month, but last week. And she's one of my best customers. She doesn't want to host, but she has spent probably over $1,000 with me in various parties and through consultant emails and things like that in the past year. And she was in a party, and somehow I had a slide about the measure, mix, and pour that I never changed a line in from January of 2021. And when she checked out, she messaged me, not nasty, but she had like a $200 and something order. And she said, oh, I was so disappointed. I thought I was getting the measure, mix, and pour, but I guess that was a mistake. So I apologized. And honestly, I sent her, and I didn't even have a host discount for her. I sent it with my discount. But the measure, mix, and pour, I just sent it to her tonight. With our discount, cost me $13. Now, I know when she gets it, she's someone who signed up for Taste Buds when we were focusing on that. She does everything. It was totally worth $13 to me. And I paid for it with my Pampered Chef dollars, just so you know. But she's going to be so thrilled when she gets that stupid little plastic measure, mix, and pour, because I was stupid and left a post in there from 12 months ago, and she caught it. But the $13 is going to be worth it, because I know that come the next party that she's a guest in, she's going to buy everything.
And she knows you're doing the right thing, which is awesome. All right, I'm gonna have to cut you off because we got to get to Lori. I made you a co-host. We're gonna be running about 5 minutes over, so if you do have to skedaddle, I apologize, but I hope you stick around because Lori, just really quick, she's been with Pampered Chef for 14 years. If you attended in-home parties at my home or have been to national conference, you have met Lori and been in her company. She's a hospitality director. I can't take any credit for her, but we've got her tonight and she's gonna talk about incentive trips. Thanks, Lori.
All right, well, I have to admit, I don't have an original thought either. It all come from Lisa and Jenny and Sharon. And even though I'm hospitality, my directors are in Pennsylvania and Delaware and all over the East Coast. So it's nice to have a little Long Island direction. So I appreciate all of you guys and all of your efforts. So even though I'm not on your team, so I appreciate you taking me in. So I want to talk to you about incentive trips. You can't even see that, it's blurry. I don't know. I posted it. Lisa, you could share it. That'd be great. This is my 6th incentive trip that I've earned with Pampered Chef. And I'm being totally honest, I ride the Pampered Chef roller coaster. There are some years I am skyrocketing and some years my life gets in the way and I work and I have 4 kids and Pampered Chef takes the back burner and that's fine with me. I am good with where I am. So part of what I love about this business is you can decide what you want from this business. Here come the dogs. So first thing you want to do is when they announced the incentive trip, try and get this right, decide where you want to go. Do you want to go to Cancun or do you want to go to California? Let me tell you, each of these trips is doable. Even for me who does this part-time and kind of like I go into panic mode around November, you can make it happen. This year I decided I'm changing my mindset. I'm going to go for Cancun. And if I end up in California, I'm totally fine with that. So you want to look at the points. You want to see it's $60,000 points for California and $90,000 for Cancun. So take those numbers and break them down and then decide, are you going to do this all in sales or are you going to start to build a team? First off, you can earn luggage when you build a team to go on that trip. So build a team. It's a no-brainer. Even if you just get those 5 people for the year to turn director, that's another 500 points for promoting to director for that year. So get the 5 people, better yet, get 7, get all the luggage, turn director, get bonus points. You now have that 21,000 points kind of right off the top to earn your trip. And you don't even have to think about the rest of it because it will all fall into place once you do the work. But if you want to start fresh in January, post those goals. I love this tracker from Terry Palat. I know it's blurry, but I'll post it again if Lisa can't. But it's got like all these cute little boxes and things that you can check off as you go. I'm a very visual person, so I'll hang this in my kitchen and my kids will be like, where are we, Mom? Where are we going? I'm like, nowhere, kid, it's a trip for 2. So pick your level and then kind of decide what do you need to get it done. If you do 60,000, let's just say you want Texas, not Texas, I earned Texas this year, so that's where my head is. If you want California, you need $5,000 a month in sales all by yourself. If you recruit, if you recruit 1 person a month, you only need 36,000. That's 36,000 points right off the top. And then you only need 24,000 points. That's like 4 shows a month. It's really, really easy. I'm sorry, I lost my place. If you do 1 team member a month for the 60,000 points, you need $2,000 in sales and 1 recruit a month to get that trip on level 1. If you go for the Cancun trip for 90,000 points in sales, you need sales alone, 7,000 per month. If you add to your team, you need, sorry, I'm flipping pages, 54,000 points a year, which narrows down to 4,500 points a month, sales a month. I'm sorry, Lisa.
You know what this is very similar? You know what this is very similar to? You know, if you've ever gone into a car dealership and leased or purchased a car, or into a bank and you're borrowing money for a mortgage, or you're borrowing money for your child's college tuition, or a wedding, or an addition.
What are you doing per month?
What they're doing is they're showing you the amortization of what you're borrowing over the amount of time, and this is what your payment's going to be. So when you go and lease a nice car and they tell you your payment's going to be $550 a month for 39 months, none of us know what the future holds at the moment of signing for that car. We just know we have to come up with $550 for 39 months, or we're going to look outside and see that the car is being towed away. So when we look at those
Exactly.
points, when we look at those points that Lori is describing, and we're thinking 60,000 points, now I have to divide that by 12, and I got to carry the 1 and bring down the 2. And you're probably thinking, I can't sell 5,000 a month. But the minute we say that, it's game over. Okay. So instead of saying I can't sell 5,000 a month, it should be, what can I do to gather
Exactly.
5,000 points per month? So if Lori was saying, think about bringing on consultants and building a team, well, now what's going to happen while you're doing that? You're not only earning the trip, you're increasing your commission. I know it's kind of corny, but you're changing lives along the way. You could be earning excellence awards, and there's a Visa gift card for excellence awards. They're going to give you 500 Pampered Chef dollars plus a Visa gift card ranging from $350 to $800, depending on how many categories you earn it in. So when you look at the trips, don't say, I work full time, I have kids, I can't earn a trip. Instead say, I really love this trip, and this is what I need, and how can I make this happen and work it in alongside my family and my job responsibilities. If you don't even care about the trips, that's not something you'll certainly work hard for. I understand that, but we don't have to travel on the trips. We can also take the buyout.
Right.
What Lori was saying, throwing all these numbers, I know that it can be, I understood her because I'm in the game so long. Many of you understood her. But if it's your head is spinning with the numbers, just think of it like a mortgage. Look at the number of points you need for the trip that is jumping out at you, divide it by 12, and then think about sales and recruiting. And that's how that number comes. But think of it as a monthly nut, not as a yearly nut.
Absolutely. You have to break it down into those little goals. So a $2,000 month is easily 4 shows. And now we're taught to do that in a week. So if you do 4 shows in a week and get your 2,000 points right there and recruit 1 person, you've got this trip in the bag. No big deal. So if you want to shoot low and know that you're not going to recruit, if you don't want to be recruiting, just sometimes recruiting just happens and sometimes you go after it. So it depends on where you are in your business. I think everyone on here has at least tasted some of the recruiting. So you know what that's like to have someone on your team. So I would definitely encourage you, if you're not going to shoot for 1 a month, at least shoot for 1 every other month. Maybe double up some months, but just to get those extra points. So $3,000 is a big chunk out of those points for you. So you can absolutely do 4 shows a month and gain momentum to earn this trip. Especially you have next week to earn double points. This is golden. So do at least 4 to 6 shows a month on average, and you'll earn the trip.
And here's a little tip for you guys. Let me stop the recording.